What is up, all you freaks out there? This is Ryan.
And this is Rhonda.
You know, they say never late, better late than never.
That's right. That's right. We
And
made it.
we made it.
We made it.
A day and 15 minutes later because we were supposed to be here last week, but
That's right.
had stuff come up and I had stuff come up this week. I was actually at a meeting at the cabin since Dennis is leasing the cabin now. He was having a volunteer meeting of people coming out to help him out. And I looked at my phone. I had 2 missed calls from one of my managers out there at Pizza Hut. And I thought they wanted me to come in to field for somebody. And I called her back and she was like, are you coming in? I'm like, what are you talking about? It's Sunday. I don't work on Sundays. And apparently he put me on a schedule. She's like, you're supposed to check the schedule every day. I'm like, why would I check it every day if I know what days I'm supposed to work? But so yeah, apparently I was supposed to come in tonight and nobody told me. So, but I'm glad we got there, delivered the pizzas, came back in time, and now we get to enjoy some Halloween
stuff.
But while I was working, I did listen to your show from last night.
Oh, from last night?
Yes, I definitely enjoyed it. I do enjoy listening to Spaced Out Radio.
It's really good. Like, he's got a lot of followers. It's really upbeat. I liked it. I like his format. Now, how he does it for 3 hours till, well, I guess because he's on the West Coast, but 3 hours is
3 hours is still 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's long. I mean, there's sometimes when we have guests on the show that I feel like we could talk for another 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
If I, felt more comfortable. Most of the time when the show's over with, I'm like, oh my God, I've got to move. I can't.
I can't do it.
Yeah, my back is killing me right now. I might be hunched over for the rest of the night. But yeah, I mean, it was a good show. Like I said, I'll listen to Space. I listened to the weekday show, the one with Dave Scott.
Oh, okay.
During the week, and
is that a good one to check out?
Oh yeah, definitely. I just started getting into listening to Rob G, like when Howie was on.
Yeah.
But most of the time on the weekend, I was listening to something else. But now that you guys were on there, and I listened to his line of questioning and stuff, I would love to listen more. I'd love to have him on the show. I'd love to go on his show and talk about the cabin and stuff like that, or have him on our show to talk about what experiences he's had.
Yeah, I mean, he is just, man, he came out with some tough questions that really made me ponder. And like today, thinking back, I was like, I wish I'd said something else, or I'd added to that or elaborated, because he came at me so quick, like in a good way. Like it was really good lines of questioning, but just things I hadn't thought, things that make you think, was his line of questioning. So I really enjoyed it.
You don't want to be like, well, and take a super long time to answer the question. You just kind of use what comes to your head straight away. And then now you come back and think about it, like, well, maybe I should have said this, or maybe I should have said that.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
But it's a good experience for you too.
Yeah.
To kind of questioning and keeps you on your toes and stuff
like
that.
I'd never been on a podcast. Like I've done UPRM before, and they take a break at the top of an hour, you know what I mean, to kind of do some, talk about the network, and they kind of do their plug in there. But this one, we breaked every 30 minutes, which was unfamiliar to me.
I think they're on radio too out there, like regular radio, so they got to break for the stations and stuff like that. So that's really cool that you guys were able to get on there. Like I said, we should definitely think about having them on.
Yeah, for sure.
Won't be until March though, because we are booked.
I know. Look at us, man.
Tell you what, we'll be booked. We'll be booked through Christmas. By Christmas, we'll be
at least probably. I would say. I bet you by the first of the year we're booked up till at least June. The way like people, because we both put out feelers, and now they're kind of know what their schedules are be more like, so they're coming back and saying, "Hey, what about this date?" And it's like, ooh, because the group I've been talking to, he came back. He's like, "Do you have anything open? I'm sorry it took so long to get back with you. Do you have anything in December?" I'm like, nope.
No, December is gone.
Boys, because they're really busy, but like they really want to come on our show and then have us on their show like the very next night to promote us as well.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, and they're based out of Canada, so it's a podcast out of
Oh,
Canada.
okay. All right. Was that the one you were on? The show you were on?
No, that's no, that was Carrie Lynn Shellhorn. But this I met them at Sage Paracon. They've come to the last 2 Sage Paracons, and had a vendor tent and talked to everybody, and they're just really, really nice guys.
I'm excited. We have a lot of cool stuff coming up. Do we know what else is cool that's coming up? Halloween.
Halloween. Can you believe how close it is?
I have
talked about Halloween all year, and then it
is.
By.
It's like it gets here, like beginning of August, you start seeing stuff for Halloween, and I'm like, oh my god, we have 2 months. It'll be here. It always goes by so fast.
Yeah.
It always goes by so fast. Never have enough time to do what I want to do. Every year, I'm like, I'm gonna go pick apples. I'm going to go on a haunted trail. I mean, I have a kid, so that doesn't really work. But I mean,
he'll get old enough eventually, though.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Hey, Lois. One of these days, I'll be able to go out and do all the Halloween stuff I used to do. But it's like, it is this whole time of year. I feel goes by, way too fast. It's just because you don't really take the time to appreciate it. I guess. Oh, maybe I don't know if I should say that, but it's like if it's summertime and I'm miserable because it's so hot, which we've discussed on the show at length.
This is Ryan's time of year. This might even be a little too hot for Ryan.
I almost wish I hated it so it would last longer. Like whatever season is like the worst, like springtime with the hay fever or summertime with the humidity, always takes forever. But if I enjoy it, it's like okay,
so fast.
Yeah, you
blink. And you would have thought like tonight. I was coming back from Fredericksburg and I took Route 1. Now, granted, we did come upon 2 accidents, so I was in back-to-back traffic for quite a bit. But then once you got through all of that and you got up to Kings Dominion, I mean, traffic was backed up to get down 30 to get to Kings Dominion off Route 1. And that was all the people going to haunt. That's all that was. So it's like, wow, like, I mean, I remember Halloween always being fun to me and, I looked forward to it, but I feel like it's even grown more now.
It is huge. And I kind of miss the way it used to be when, I don't say I want to go back to it being just in October or whatever, but I do miss. I talk about Christmas being too commercialized. I feel Halloween is kind of going into that direction where it's just like it's overwhelming sometimes with stuff, and it's like kind of wouldn't mind it being scaled back just a little bit, because then again, we deal with it all year.
Yeah.
It's Halloween all year round for us. But I mean, just think about people going to like Halloween haunt and people getting in fights and doing stuff like that. It is not most people, it's just a few bad eggs, but it's I think Halloween meant more like personally back when we were kids.
Yeah. There would be a couple of little haunted hay rides nearby you and a couple of haunted houses, but it wasn't nearly what it is now. And they did more things at the schools and stuff, because I can remember having like big Halloween night at school and things like that. Yeah,
I don't know what it's like for kids now or how they feel about it. But if it feels like if it's shortened down, even with Christmas, if it's shortened down to just after Thanksgiving till Christmas Day, it feels special, more special to me than it is if it's like from 4th of July to October. It's like,
well, like even now we haven't celebrated Halloween yet. Like people are in Halloween and it's Christmas everywhere. Even saw my first commercial on TV about Christmas and I was like, oh, it's too soon. It's too soon.
I mean, it's getting to the point where when Halloween comes, it's like, oh, great, it's Halloween. I mean, okay, it's been Halloween for since I can't say 4th of July, but probably because
Well, pretty much since August. As soon as the kids went back to school, the minute kids went back to school, we started with Halloween.
Yeah, exactly. And so when Halloween Day gets here, you kind of burned out with Halloween. It's like, oh my God. So for me, growing up as a kid, it was always like September, October, like October 1st was Halloween. September was fall, autumn stuff, and then October was Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
When you start smelling the smell of like wood, fires going in, that's when it feels like fall. Like last night, or I guess Friday night, I was in the delivering pizzas, and it was a chilly night, and they had the fires going. It just brings back so many memories of when I was a kid, going out to my grandparents' farm at Christmas time or Thanksgiving, or going to a bonfire, going to a bonfire at Halloween. That smell hits you. Then it's like, oh my God, it is fall now. It feels it. Feel my bones. It's like the greatest feeling ever.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And it's still that part of fall where you get the nice warm days where like you can be in a t-shirt and jeans and feel comfortable. You're not hot, you're not sweating, but then it gets nice and cool at night and you need a hoodie, to be all warmed up. Yeah, Lois, Christmas movies are all over TV. I bet the Hallmark Channel is on it now. Hallmark is all about Christmas by now.
Don't have very many Halloween Hallmark movies. They're all like slasher, like Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street. If they could do like a I don't know. I'm not a big fan of horror movies anyways. So I mean we could talk about this stuff during the Halloween episode. We're just kind of going off on a tangent here, but when I was younger, I don't remember there being many Halloween songs. I mean, I know there's Thriller, obviously.
Yeah. There was and more of it was theme songs to like shows, like the Munsters and things like that. The Addams Family. That was more of like the music we had around Halloween. But now it was fun when I was looking at stuff for this. I did pick some things that were kind of associated with TV or movies, but when I got to really looking, there's so many songs out that kind of reference something about what might be Halloweenish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you didn't even think of. And I'm sure it even wasn't put out at Halloween. But there were a couple of songs I was like, oh, well, that's a song about a werewolf. Oh, that's a song about vampires. Oh, that's a song about. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I lost songs like Superstitious or was that Man in London, Werewolf in London.
Yeah, and like some of them are. A lot of them are like there's this underlying understanding what they're talking about, like long, cool woman in a black dress. Well, that's a witch, but they never say that in the song. Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon.
Yeah, exactly.
We're talking about a werewolf here.
Yeah, it's all in the interpretation.
Of
the song. Then I could be like, okay, put this out in October. It's going to be a Halloween song. It's going to be you can play during Halloween. It's like we'll play it any time of the year. It doesn't have to be a Halloween.
And I bet a lot of artists didn't do Halloween because there was such a back then. Right now, I do see more coming out, but back then it was such a kind of like Christmas. There was always the Christmas. Now you hear more Christmas songs, but can you remember when all we had was Jingle Bells and Rock Around the Christmas Tree? There wasn't a bunch of artists putting out Christmas stuff. Nobody wanted to like be stuck in that genre, I guess.
Now everyone feels like they need to put on a Christmas album.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
it was Bing Crosby, right?
Yeah, exactly. Feliz Navidad, and you start hearing Christmas music in December, beginning of December. You hear Christmas music and stuff like it was compartmentalized more than it is nowadays.
Yeah, for sure.
But I drive around delivering pizzas, and there are like so many yards that are completely decorated. Like
there's some cool
Christmas
stuff
time for Halloween stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some really cool houses out for Halloween this year, for sure. People have gone all out.
There'll probably be a tacky light tour for Halloween houses.
I bet there will be. I bet there will be
in the near future.
Yeah,
probably. So we put together a list, and I'm glad we had, use songs that people will be like, okay, Ghostbusters or Thriller, stuff that people like obvious.
Yeah.
Songs. We are trying to expand Tuesday. We expand your vocabulary. Expand your musical tastes here on the Freakin' Awesome playlist. So I am going to let's get us set up here. Present. Share screen. Go here. Whoop. Share. All right. So the first song is by a guy named Roky Erickson. He is a rock and roll singer.
Okay.
He actually thought he was a space alien at one point.
Really?
Then, yes. Then he decided he wasn't a space alien. He decided he is a monster or a demon, or he calls himself a goblin.
Okay.
So, I've have 2 songs of his on
really cool
stuff. This one is called Creature with the Atom Brain. It is based on a 1955 American zombie horror science fiction film. So this is my uncle Michael. He introduced me to Roky Erickson. I remember running around singing this song when I was a kid.
Really? So this is not somebody new. This is somebody that's been around for a while. Okay.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. So this is a Creature with the Atom Brain. So yeah, that song. I was listening to an interview with him, and he was basically saying that he felt that he was like not human. He was from outer space, and then I would have loved to have had him on the show.
No kidding.
It was interesting. I'll send you a clip of.
Yeah, I'd like to totally check him. I mean, it really isn't. I mean, it's got rhythm. It's like not horrible, but that's just interesting. His backstory, because when you first said it, I was like, did he take like a sibling telling him he was an alien from outer space a little too seriously? But clearly, he believed something. Like he felt like he wasn't of this world, which they say star seeds. They say star seeds. Like if you're a star seed, that you just always feel like you don't belong here.
Exactly. Hang on. I'm gonna play this for you.
Yeah.
Here it is.
It's real strange, but I'd be in church, and there would be certain songs that would just knock me out, like "Oh Holy Night," and it was like some rock and roll song, man, like plugging in your favorite, station,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Speaking of church and all that, what kind of, if it's not intriguing too much, what kind of spiritual or religious background did you have?
Well, I've gone through 3 changes. I thought I was a Christian, and then I was with the devil, where I signed my soul to the devil, and then, Bird has copies of it, where I did. And then the third one where I know who I am, I feel like I'm a monster. I feel like I know I'm the robe of many colors spoke of in the Bible. In other words, a demon, a gremlin, a goblin, a vampire, a ghost, and an alien, with a brain about this big.
So,
Wow.
I mean, his music was good though. He wrote like, if you have ghosts, you have everything. I walk with the zombie. A lot. You can tell there's a lot. Is there kind of a niche to his music?
Interesting.
But all right, let's go back to the playlist here. Okay, next we're gonna do Dead Man's Party, which I forgot whose song that was. It might be yours or
it might have been Howie's.
Howie's.
Okay.
I'm all dressed up with nowhere to go. Walking with a dead man over my shoulder. I'm all dressed up with nowhere to go. Walking with a dead man over my shoulder. Waiting for an invitation to arrive. Going to a party but no one's still alive. Waiting for an invitation to arrive. We're going to a party with no one's still alive. I was struck by lightning, walking down the street. I was hit by something last night in my sleep. It's a dead man's party. Who could ask for more? Everybody's.
So, Dead Man's Party is the 5th album by American new wave band Oingo Boingo, released in 1985 by MCA Records. The album contains the only 2 singles by the band to chart on the Billboard Top 100, Weird Science, which is another Halloween song, and Just Another Day at number 85.
That's actually a pretty cool song, and like it's got to be. But it's actually, to me, seems like a perfect song, because I know some people do like Day of the Dead parties and things like that, like November 1st. So that would be like perfect for that.
It would be.
Dead Man's Party.
Yeah, I mean that would be a great song to play during that time. Let's see. Anything else about this song?
No, but it's one of those songs like I felt like I'd heard it, but I don't know that I've ever heard it before. It's weird.
I've heard it, but it's like wasn't like something I listened to. It may have been playing. I think it was playing in the background of a TV show or a movie.
Oh yeah, maybe that's where I heard it.
Yeah. So I think that's what happened for me. This next song is your song. This is the Lost Boys, "Cry Little Sister."
will rise behind those eyes. Black house will rock. Blind boys don't lie. Immortal fear, that voice so clear through broken walls. That scream I hear. Cry, little sister. Come to your brother. Chinese sister. Love is with your brother. Blue mask.
There's something creepy about little kids singing like that.
Yes, it's like there's a creepiness to the song. I will say, like, Lost Boys is one of my favorite like retro movies. Like, anytime it's on, I can guarantee you I'm going to watch it. But if I haven't seen it, I can guarantee you I'm going to watch it around Halloween time.
I don't think I've ever seen Lost Boys, to be honest with you.
You haven't seen Lost Boys?
No.
Oh, you need to watch Lost Boys. It's really not like horror. It's
I mean,
really
I know. I haven't.
It's not.
It's one of those movies where it's like it hasn't really like. I haven't thought about watching it. You know.
Yeah.
Like. I kind of honestly forgot about it.
It's a good one.
My sister had the soundtrack. I remember The Doors. People Are Strange was, but I don't think it was the Doors who sing it on that soundtrack. I think it was somebody else.
Yeah, I don't think there's. If I don't remember correctly, because I had the soundtrack, and actually everything on the soundtrack is good, but I don't remember it being any recognizable singers on the soundtrack. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We need to do a soundtrack show.
Ooh, yes.
Because I remember back in the day, soundtracks were like, it was like getting the Avengers together of musical artists onto a CD.
Yeah.
You know, and it was I think everything was was a bigger deal.
Yeah.
Back when we were kids.
I agree.
Music, movies, because if you have so many choices of where to get music and movies from, you know, it's kind of like it just kind of doles it out. Like, oh well, I can watch 50 million TV channels, but if you knew, you know, you can watch Garfield, Christmas, or Halloween on this particular day, everybody was watching it.
Yeah. There was that camaraderie about when was, you know, Rudolph going to be, or Frosty's going to be on tonight, and everybody had to go home and eat for dinner and watch it on a Tuesday night.
You could plan your day around it. Talk about how excited you were about watching it, because you knew if you missed it, that one day, if you missed it, then that was it. And it was kind of like you were punished for the rest of the year because you missed the show and you were so mad. Now it's like, oh, you know, can watch it like in 10 different places.
Right.
Yeah. See, my old age is starting to show. I'm starting to
remember back when things were good.
Back in my day, we appreciated Halloween specials. Did you even have Halloween specials out?
I think other than the Great Pumpkin and Charlie Brown, I don't remember any.
But a lot of times there will be like a special. Oh, Rudolph was on yesterday or something. You don't even realize it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because nobody watches network TV. I'm going off on tangent and stuff that you gotta save for the actual Halloween show with Hill City Paranormal.
Yay.
On October 29th. But yeah, I remember. Do you remember any songs you used to sing when you were a kid? Halloween songs that you would play, like listen or like when you were in school?
None. I don't remember any.
I remember there was one. It's like Jack-o'-lantern, you were such a pretty sight. Da, 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 da. But it was like talking about how, you know, you like Jack-o'-lantern. And I don't remember the rest of the words, but I remember the Jack-o'-lantern. That might have been something my mom taught me, not school.
Yeah,
I don't remember the words.
School.
And there's one, you're a witch. You're like stirring and stirring and stirring my brew. Woo, woo. They go
Oh my god.
tiptoe, tiptoe, woo. That's like a preschool song. I can't really believe I remember, but you know,
those are the kinds that get ingrained in your brain.
Yeah. Yes, these are the only 2 Halloween songs that I know that were like not commercially released.
Right, right.
You know, again, it's just a different kind of season, you know, and they have songs that are associated with Halloween, but not to be Halloween. You know,
Lois remembers your song.
Yeah.
He remembers it.
Awesome. Which song was that? The Tiptoe one or the Jack-o'-lantern song? That is the question. Which one was it? And then now you can go on like preschool or nursery school, and they'll have Halloween songs, but wasn't anything.
I don't remember any of that. Yeah.
Tiptoe. There we go. Classic. Halloween classic. Next one is actually is a Halloween classic. It is a vintage classic, The Wolf Next Door.
Wolf Next Door.
Guess who picked that one?
You.
Ed Odell.
Ed Odell.
Ed Howie Odell.
This would be a good one.
I love this nostalgic Halloween. I love nostalgic Halloween decorations. Let me go. I mean, I'd rather see this stuff than what they have at Spirit Halloween, where they have like rounds. It's just like, come on, man. I like the old stuff. Jack-o'-lanterns, witches.
Yeah.
Fashion.
Yeah.
When it comes to Halloween decoration, I don't need Michael Myers going like this. It's just give me some old school black cats, ghosts.
Yeah, ghosts that look like a sheep.
Yes.
Yep.
And that's too much to ask.
Yep.
Oh man, it's just look at it. It's so cool looking.
That really is a cool picture.
It really is.
You got a secret, where do I begin? He's a real cool cat by the light of day, but when the moon comes up, you better stay away. With a howl and a growl, he's out on a prowl.
This kid's look entirely too happy though. It looks like she's hiding, but she's got a big smile on her face. And the other kids are like, they're all happy. The wolfman's about to eat them.
She's like, she's smiling. Let's smile.
It smile back.
The neighbor next door is a wolf somehow. The wolf next door, he's got a bite. By day he's charming, by night he's a bite. He's got a howl that'll chill your spine, but in the daylight he's simply divine. Watch out for the moon when it starts to soar. Hear the howl of the wolf next door. He's got a suit and tie that's sharp as a tack, but come midnight there's no turning back. His hair grows wild, his eyes turn bright, and that howl, oh boy, it'll give you a fright. But don't you worry when the sun's on high, he's just your neighbor, the regular guy. Oh, the wolf next door, he's got a bite. By day he's charming, by night he's a fright. He's got a howl that'll chill your spine, but in the daylight he's simply divine. Watch out for the moon when it starts to soar. You hear the howl of the wolf.
All right, well, I get the gist of what they're talking about.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
They had some stuff back in the 40s, huh?
I guess so. Yeah. It's cool that, you know, you think of 1940s, you think of like Christmas music, and you don't think of you know, Halloween music. But then because if you're not told that when you're kids by your parents, or your parents don't play the Wolfman Next Door, you don't know it exists, because it's not like you have internet back then, so you can't do the research to find it out.
Right.
You know,
so was the 40s been when people would have like, isn't that back when you would kind of sit around the radio and they'd have like almost like shows?
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's like something from that.
Probably.
You know,
probably
it's kind of telling a story. So
yeah, it is. And you know, back then, you know, songs did tell stories.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, it's like the Halloween season, and kids are like all excited about decorating and stuff like that. It's like I said, it's just a different time.
Yep.
Let's see here. Next one is Jeepers Creepers.
That's a good one. Was that you?
It is Howie again.
All right. Howie got some good ones.
Yep, this is the last of Howie's songs.
I don't care what the weatherman says when the weatherman says it's raining. You'll never hear me complaining. I'm certain the sun will shine.
I don't care how the weather vane points when the weather vane points too gloomy. It's gotta be sunny to me when your eyes look into mine.
Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those eyes?
Gosh, y'all get up. How'd they get so lit up? Gosh, y'all get up. How'd they get that size?
Golly gee,
When you turn those heaters on,
woe is me.
got to put my cheaters on.
Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those peepers?
Oh, those weepers.
How they hypnotize.
Yeah.
Where'd you get those eyes? Them there eyes.
Where did you get those eyes? The background in the film Going Places, Louis Armstrong sang the song to a racehorse named Jeepers Creepers. The phrase Jeepers Creepers, a men's oath for Jesus Christ, predates both the film and Mercer said that little title came from a Henry Fonda line in the earlier movies. Lyrics include Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those eyes? There are three popular versions of the song released in 1939 by Louis Armstrong, Larry Clinton, and Al Donahue. It served as a contrafact for the Tad Dameron composition Flossie Lou. So
That's
the
so
phrase
interesting. I wonder why they considered it like back then. I don't see where it's Halloweeny other than there's now the movie Jeepers Creepers, which is totally not about any of that.
I mean, maybe they didn't feel it Halloweeny.
Yeah, that's
until
interesting.
the movie came out.
Yeah,
but it's like we were talking about the old curse words that needed to be bring back. A lot of times people would say other things besides using the word Jesus Christ when they were upset. So apparently Jeepers Creepers was something you would say instead of saying Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
In a situation where you would want to say that. So it's interesting, but it's another thing where it's not a Halloween song.
Right. But it is because we made it that way because a movie was made titled the same thing.
Maybe it's because it has the word creep in it.
Maybe.
Does that mean Creep by Radiohead is now a Halloween song because it's got the word creep in it?
Right.
But now creep has a whole different meaning. It means like someone who's who's creep. Yeah. See, Lois is learning something at least. Thank you, Lois. Thank you.
We're glad we could educate.
We're making a difference here in Lois's life, at least.
That's right. Lois likes it.
Exactly. As long as Lois likes it, that's all I really need to know.
That's right.
So the next one is one of your songs.
Yes.
It is The Season of the Witch by Lana Del Rey.
When I look out my window, many sights to see. And when I look in my window, so many different people to be. There's strange so strange. It's very strange to me. You got to pick up every stitch. You got to pick up every stitch. You got to pick up every stitch. Oh no, must be the season of the witch. Must be the season of the witch. Must be the season of the witch. When I look over my shoulder, what happens to that? What do you think I see?
Let's see here. The Season of the Witch is a song sung by Scottish singer-songwriter Donovan, released in August 1966. In 2019, Lana Del Rey covered the song for the soundtrack of the film Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yep.
So, what is the Season of the Witch to you?
Well, I mean, it's this time, like this is considered the season of the witch, right?
Yes.
You know,
Did you ever see the movie?
what season of the witch?
Yeah.
No.
Season of the Witch. Let's see here. I think it's a Nicolas Cage movie. I think it's
I've been watching this Discovery of Witches. That's just actually a pretty good series on Netflix.
Let's see. This is Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Yep. Season of the Witch.
Nicolas Cage.
It is a 2011 American supernatural action adventure film directed by Dominic Sena, starring Nicolas Cage. It is not what you think, but it's entertaining.
Well, it's supernatural though. So what is it? What's the premise?
It takes place in the Middle Ages. You know what?
Okay.
Well, okay. You know we're gonna do it. We're gonna watch the preview for it.
Okay, let's do it. Why not?
Yeah.
We do what we want to
Here it
do.
is. Exactly. We do what we want to over here in the Freakin' Awesome Paranormal
Oh,
Show.
I think now when I see that, it looks familiar.
Yeah, it came out 2011.
We've come a long way, my friend. Across oceans, deserts. Seen things few men have seen. And fewer still will believe. The end is in sight. There is a whisper throughout the land that the hour of our judgment is upon us. What madness is this? This is accursed from hell. Brought upon us by the Black Witch. We have been found guilty of consorting with the devil. Wait! Do it. I am Damon of Blybrook. Your name has become a legend. You must deliver the witch to Severac, where you will destroy the witch's powers. That the witch. That is not what I say. I will take the girl, but if she is not what you say, she will not be yours to burn.
You're not like the others. Do you believe I'm a witch, Damon?
Don't be deceived. She sees the weakness that lies in our hearts. And what she sees there, she will use against us.
You're not afraid of me. Are you?
These men are prepared for battle.
So, I mean, that's pretty much get the gist of it, you know?
Yeah.
It was an interesting movie. It's not like the best movie I ever made.
Yeah, but it's got an interesting premise. It's almost like taking what happened here, but from a medieval kind of perspective, you know?
Yeah. That's when, back in the day, people think of Salem,
Yeah.
as witch, but they are doing witch trials and stuff like that in Europe for long before Salem was even a thing. So that's it's like I said, it was an interesting movie. I forgot to add Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold.
That's okay. Yeah. That one is just really not Halloween, but it kind of is. It sounds like straight up like a horror movie when it starts.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah, listen to it.
You're right, kind of does.
It sounds like some of our music boxes in the paranormal.
Yeah, it does. Those are creepy.
They are. They are.
Especially if they're like a slow down music box, like it's about to stop.
Yes. They're creepy. Okay, what I mean, they just are.
Down below, down to the devil's shore. To be his guest forever. Somebody is lost and never. Hate to twist your mind, but God ain't on your side. An old acquaintance severed. The world you're lost and never. Ashes burning, you can smell it in the air. 'Cause men like you have such an easy soul to steal.
Guy sounds like the guy from Metallica.
Yeah, it does. It does. That's just kind of a creepy one. And then you think about all the asylums and stuff that we go to and investigate. When you look at the videos, clearly, like that's what they're talking about, like the horrible things that happened there.
Yeah, I mean, plus they've got that the beginning guitar riff does have a Halloween quality to it.
Yeah, for sure.
And this the asylum again.
Yep.
It's definitely Halloween related.
Yep. And that beginning little, like the music box, it's just that creepy Halloween vibe, like you're walking into a haunted house. I think that'd be if you had the haunted house and like you were staging one and we're having to have that start playing as soon as somebody walks in the house, that's gonna immediately freak them out. Like, here we go.
Yeah, if you hear a music box playing, especially in a house by yourself, and a music box starts playing,
it's creepy.
It's like, yeah, and it's supposed to be peaceful. When you get a music box, it's not supposed to scare you. It's supposed to be peaceful. It's supposed to bring you a certain feeling when you get it. But if you're in an abandoned house and the music box starts playing,
right,
you don't get that feeling.
Right,
it's a whole different kind of feeling.
A whole different ball game.
Like if you play a Christmas song but you slow it down, you better watch out. You better. It's kind of. I don't want to say Santa Claus then.
Right.
No,
Santa Claus, don't come to my town.
No. You guys just keep on flying. Your sleigh can just go right.
Keep on going.
Yeah, so it's how you play. It's how you perceive the music or how it's presented. So this next song is a Halloween classic. If you ever seen The Worst Witch.
Oh, The Worst Witch,
yes, with Veruca. What's her name? Veruca Balk and Tim Curry.
Yep.
I used to love this. This is the campiest of campy Halloween songs, but I would watch it on HBO in October. It was like the Harry Potter before Harry Potter was Harry Potter.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Halloween. Hit it!
I wouldn't change places with anyone tonight. We'll carve pumpkin faces and watch the witches' flight. Every human heart will shudder. Every soul will shake with fear. Tonight, the creepiest. Tonight, the scariest. Tonight, the most wonderful night.
All right, so I'm not sure what he's doing here. I always never understood that part of the song. Like, what are you doing, Tim? But other than that, the song is a banger. I'm let the whole thing play out because it's just a classic Halloween
It's
song.
just a banger.
Hell yeah.
The year anything can happen on Halloween. Your dog could turn into a cat. There may be a toad in your bass guitar, or your sister could turn into a bat. Christmas time brings the snow. Summertime brings the sun. But on Halloween, your blood begins to run. Something spooky's going down. Anything can happen on Halloween. It's better than a video. Gremlin's gonna mess up every cassette from London to Idaho. April 1st can be fun. New Year's Eve is a bore. But on Halloween, your flesh begins to crawl. Oh, I'm losing control. Anything can happen on Halloween. Your toenails grow long and your hair turns green. Your teacher could become a sardine. Your dentist could turn into a queen. Has anybody seen my tambourine? I'll make start playing, begin the begin. The craziest night you've ever seen. This hairy, scary, creepy, crawling.
This guy is like a critically acclaimed actor.
He
He's
really
been
is.
in stage shows, and he is getting into it in
He
this song.
plays the part. That song,
Oh
you know,
my-
there's parts where it's like, did he just make up the whole thing as he went, and it became
Yeah, has anybody seen my tambourine?
like it
you
was
know?
like he literally felt like he just made it up as he went along.
He was like, he saw a tambourine sitting off stage. Like, let me get good. He starts playing it. It's,
I mean, and he was owning the sticks
He
in
owned the
that
part,
jacket, man. He was
yes.
flying them, man.
Oh my gosh. And
That was good. I've forgotten about that movie. That's awesome.
it was a classic. I got up there with Garfield and Charlie Brown.
Yep.
That movie right there, that particular song was like after that, anything Tim Curry was in, I was like, I've got to watch it.
Now, did he do this one first or Rocky Horror first?
Rocky Horror, I think.
Rocky Horror.
Hmm.
They always say like you can tell a lot by person by like when you think of Tim Burton, what movie do you think of?
Let's see, the worst
Clue?
witch.
Is it Rocky Horror? Is it this? You know,
The Worst Witch came out in 1986. No.
oh wow.
The Worst Witch is a 1986 British musical fantasy television film based on the 1974 children's book of the same name by Jill Murphy. I know Rocky Horror came out
Yeah, before that.
before 1986.
Yeah, because I remember seeing it. Yeah.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. When did it come out? I think it came out in the 70s. 1976, I think.
Okay. That's a good one too, though.
1975 was when the Rocky Horror Picture Show came out. So yeah, I guess when it would have been like a brand new show when I watched it as a kid.
Yeah.
1986, I would have been like 9 years old, probably. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 years old. So I remember walking up to the bus stop after watching the movie and singing, anything can happen on Halloween, with my friends. And it's stuff like that sticks with you.
It does. It does.
They're good. I had some more songs, but I'm like, you know what? This is a good song to end the list on. I think
so too. I had totally forgotten about that one, so I'm glad you brought that one back up.
Yeah, a little bit of Halloween nostalgia.
Yes.
For us, we'll be back here on Tuesday night with Janine Haynes talking about Haunted San Diego. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Continuing the spooky stuff.
Yes.
The spooky story.
I mean, we can continue continuing the spooky stuff all year round, baby.
Yes, we do. Yes,
kind of what we do. What do you guys have coming up on the Orion Effect next week?
So next Sunday is our Halloween special, and it's going to have a Rocky Horror Picture Show-esque thing going on. Howie knows more about it than I do, so I'll be anxious to see what he's put together.
Which one are you dressing up as? He dresses up as Frankie Flitter.
I have not been told. I mean, I'm waiting for Howie and the fishnets, man.
Oh my God, that would be hilarious. Rocky Horror. I wonder what that even means.
I don't know. It should be a lot of fun, though. I don't want to give anything away that I do know, but it'll be fun.
I'm looking forward to it. And next week, 2 weeks, we've got our Halloween special on Tuesday, October 29th with Hill City Paranormal.
Heck yeah. That's going to be a blast.
I'm excited because I've got a bunch of stuff I'm going to look up, like different kinds of Halloween candy. What's the worst? What's the best?
Oh, God.
Try to talk about Halloween, our memories of Halloween, our favorite candies, stuff like that.
Yes.
It'll be just Halloween chat the whole night. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be fun. That's going to be a fun one.
Yes. I always enjoy the holiday like
me too
nostalgic shows, so we can sit there and talk about our memories of growing up and stuff like that.
Exactly.
We need to figure out what we want to do for our next playlist. I think we talked about it, but then
I don't know who's supposed to pick, but if it's me, I'll go with what you said. We should do soundtracks.
Okay, we'll do soundtracks.
Now, should we do your favorite 80s soundtrack or your favorite 70s soundtrack? Or I guess if you go too much past
the 90s, 70s soundtracks.
Yeah. Or is it like, what do you want to do? Is there a way you want to narrow it down, or it's the Wild Wild West?
We could let's do 4 songs, 4 soundtracks. Oh, that's the thing. How would we do the songs though? From our favorite soundtracks, because it's like you have to pick one song from that soundtrack,
Well, what if we all pick our favorite soundtrack and pull 2 or 3 songs off that soundtrack?
Okay.
I mean, that's a thought.
We all pick. Okay. So we'll figure it out, but
we'll
so our
next we should be able to do something with that.
Yeah, I know. I listen to these guys. They'll pick I don't know how they do it. I know they pick like a decade. They'll be like, okay, this is, or like a year, and it'll be like, okay, 1980s. 1980. We'll pick.
We could do like 80 to 85 or something like that, or 85 to 90 or something.
Yeah. I know I was buying soundtracks in the 90s, but I could probably find something 80.
Or
Let's
yeah,
do
we could
80.
do 90s too. That would be fine too.
Yeah.
There's plenty.
Favorite soundtracks of the 90s. Let's do that.
Okay.
And you pick the soundtrack and you find 4 soundtracks and we each pick a song from each soundtrack.
Okay, that works.
Okay. So you'd say you pick, I don't know, Being at the Beach, you'll pick, Be Our Guest or something like that. And then the next one would be the next soundtrack you pick it up. We don't all have to pick songs off the soundtracks that you pick. It's just like
everybody just pick their favorite 4 and a song off each.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. And hopefully we'll have Howie back with us.
I mean, we moved the show around for Howie.
Yes. It's going to come up here fast too. It's going to be here before we even know it.
You're right, because
it's October 20th.
So it will.
Yeah, so we're ready to get cracking on it. Guys, we'll be back here Tuesday night with I forgot her name. Janine Hayes. I was thinking Lana Del Rey for some reason. I wish.
I was thinking the same. That's bad because I was thinking Lana Del Rey.
We were thinking the same
thing.
To
go to bed.
Why were we? Janine Hayes.
Janine Hayes.
With Haunted San Diego. Same freaking awesome time.
Same freaking awesome channel.
See you in a couple days. Bye.
Bye.